closing and counting processes. Of these, 59% were in the urban areas and 41% in the rural areas. Overall, the atmosphere was largely peaceful. The election day operations were reasonably well conducted and orderly and professional. The polling staff mostly adhered to polling procedures. However, some of the stations observed by the mission did not open and close on time. In some cases, the opening was delayed by more than 2 hours, and some of the reasons for the delay included problems with the Kenyan Integrated Elections Management System, the KIT, and the late arrival of polling staff and materials, and poor preparation of the polling stations. Conclusion. Though highly competitive, the 9th August 2022 general elections were conducted in a comparatively peaceful environment. Some procedural changes made enhanced the process transparency in accordance with Kenya's legal framework and regional and international obligations and commitments for democratic elections. The joint AU COMESA election observation mission commends the authorities and people of Kenya for their efforts towards holding successful elections and deepening democratic rule, which is a prerequisite for sustainable socio-economic development in the country. While the process is still ongoing and the results management process is underway, the mission encourages all stakeholders to continue with efforts towards building a peaceful and inclusive society. It further encouraged political tolerance and peace cultivated among citizens in the remaining phase of the electoral process. Recommendation. And these are preliminary recommendations based on what we have observed and what we expect moving forward. In the spirit of cooperation, in furtherance of peace, credible and democratic elections in Kenya, the mission offers the following preliminary recommendations. I urge Kenyan citizens to remain peaceful while waiting for the conclusion of the electoral process. We urge the IEBC and other state institutions with a mandate on the elections to continue conduct their responsibilities with the utmost diligence and transparency, as well as compliance with the legal framework of Kenya. Lastly, we urge all stakeholders and citizens to pursue any grievances that may occur peacefully through the established legal channels. I thank you for your attention.
One more round of applause, please. I'd like to recognize the presence of two dignitaries. The head of the Commonwealth Election Observer Mission, His Excellency Bruce Golding, and Ambassador Moi Lemoshira, the Director of Political Affairs at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Kenya. Now, we go to the question and answer session for the media. This was a media briefing. We'll take 5 questions. So you tell us the media house from which you come, your name, your media house, and then your questions. We'll take 5 questions. The microphones, please. You take all the questions at once, and then you tell us to whom your question is directed to. No questions? Do we have questions from the media? Yes, I can see hands there, please.
President Koroma, my name is Sarah Kimani from the South African Broadcasting Corporation. You've spoken about allocation of funds to the IEBC being low or coming in late to the extent that they were not able to conduct voter education. Did they tell you if they should have, did you try to find out if there were ways they could have conducted voter education as a priority, because there was barely no voter education, and probably this is the reason why we saw low voter turnout. And to President Kikwete, is the low voter turnout a concern, considering in 2017 we had 78% turnout, we are now talking about 56.4%. Do you feel that the will of Kenyans will be well represented when the numbers are so low?
My name is Philip Murutu, K24 TV.